If you like psychological thrillers, I have the perfect recommendation for you. I've been getting into horror, and it took me a minute because I hadn't really watched that many horror movies when I was younger, so my first introduction to the genre, as I think is the case for most people, was through thrillers and psychological thrillers. So it makes perfect sense that I have been really loving the psychological thriller and psychological horror side of the horror genre. And I found an excellent book that I really liked, and I want to share it with you. It's called This Thing Between Us by Gus Marino. It is such a wild book. As expected with psychological thrillers, you kind of go through the entire thing being like, is this really happening? And especially at the end, you're like, did that really happen? And if it didn't, would that be worse than if it had actually happened? I kind of really need the events of this book to be real, because if it had all been something in his head and he wasn't really haunted, oh my gosh, that would be so wild. This is the perfect book for that feeling. It really just grabs you and doesn't let go until the end of the book. I loved it at every step. So if you like this kind of thing, definitely read this book.